Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So it is St. Patrick's Day here today in Ireland, so there's a good buzz around, and myself and Oscar and Gary have just gotten up and we're about to have our pre-workout meal. So I just thought I'd bring you through my day with me today because it's been a little while since I've done a vlog. So first things first, I don't know if you can see it yet, but I'm sitting on a different couch because we actually did up the apartment recently. If you follow me on Instagram then you probably already saw a few bits, but I'm going to show you our new little sitting room now. So we literally like transformed the place in the space of like a day. Everything came together, and in one of my previous vlogs I showed you that I was ordering different things like the couch and the coffee table. So I'll give you a little run through the new sitting room now because I'm very excited about it. Okay, so this is how our new setup is looking. So first things first, we have Oscar on his favourite rug ever. He absolutely adores the rug and he just never gets off it. But this is the couch that I ordered from IKEA. So I literally ordered this on a Thursday and it arrived on the Sunday, and myself and Gary put it together in no time. I think it took us like 2 hours. I got this big beanbag over here from Harvey Norman. So we mounted the TV, and as you can see there's a lot of wires and it's like a little bit messy over here at the moment with the Wi-Fi box, and I've like an extension lead and things in there, but we're getting all that cleaned up this week. I just had to get the TV mounted before I did anything else because we had no room for it. So don't worry about this big black wire because it bugs me as much as it bugs you, trust me, and I'll be fixing it up this week. We have Glenn Gillen on the TV, shout out to Glenn's Fitness. And then we got this coffee table from IKEA as well. So Gary's mom actually got me this around Christmas time when we moved in, and I just thought it was the most beautiful little bowl ever. So I popped it in there with 2 candles on it, and I think it does look really, really good because it's just round and it all adds up. So that's our new little sitting room. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Oscar is too, clearly. Look at how he's sitting. Oh my god. What's that, Oscar? So that's the new little sitting room setup, and I'm absolutely delighted with how it turned out. Everything happened really, really fast as well. There was no like major delays. And obviously, as you can see too, I did paint that yellow wall to match the rest of them because those yellow walls were absolutely bugging me. Oscar always sits like this on the carpet. So I looked it up and it's called splooting. I just think he does it because he likes the soft rug on his belly, but I don't know. There's different reasons why they sploot apparently. So yeah, other than that, we are going to be training today. So our usual gym is actually closed because it is St. Patrick's Day. But Dennehy's is open and it's pay as you go today. So I'm going to go down and hit an upper body session in a minute. Myself and Gary are going to be taking it very easy this year. Although most other years we did go out for a few drinks. But the two of us are on plan at the moment because we have Thailand in literally like less than 5 weeks, I'm sure, at this stage. So there's no room for messing about now when I know I'm going to be in a bikini in no time, and Gary will also be topless. So we're both being very, very good and sticking to plan. So it's only 11:30 in the morning now, but because it's Paddy's Day, I think we're better off getting to the gym early before the parade starts. I'm gonna have my pre-workout meal now and get my session in early so we can relax for the evening. Okay guys, so this is today's pre-workout meal. So I have 1 bagel tin with 20 grams of peanut butter. I have 70 grams of banana. I also have 100 grams of chicken fillet for my protein. And I'm also going to be having some Legend pre-workout mixed with pump. So I've literally been obsessed with this combo and I have been killing my workouts. So I don't depend on it every single day, but if I'm having an early session then I normally would have a little bit of pre-workout and pump together just to give me a bit of extra fuel in my workouts. So I'm going to get this into me now and I'll catch you in a few. So this is how Oscar sits every time I eat anything ever. You're such a beggar. I just fed you. Okay guys, we're ready to go. I have my pre-workout ready to go. I think I might die after it. I normally just take 1 scoop because I'm really like sensitive to caffeine, but today I went for the 2 scoops, so I'm hoping for a very good session and hopefully, yeah, I know I'm gonna die. So as I said, I'm gonna be doing an upper body session today, so I'm gonna record that for you and I'll catch you at the gym.
Leave me here, you were never good enough. Won't change a thing now, there was never trust. Don't you say a word, cause I've heard it all. You were just pain when you felt it all. Oh. Something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone. Ooh, baby, there ain't no one like you. You chose to keep the truth inside. Ooh,
so we finished with a little bit of cardio. As you can see, Gary is absolutely dying. So he did HIIT because he's cutting, and I just did a little bit of lifts at the end of my workout because I'm bulking at the moment and there's no need to be doing loads of HIIT cardio because I'm meant to be in a surplus. Okay guys, it's time for my post-workout meal. So I have a big fat bowl of Cocoa Pops, my absolute favourite meal of the day, of course. And I'm going to be having a scoop and a half of whey. So I'm having the peanut butter cereal milk whey today from Ghost. So I'm going to get this into me now because I'm absolutely starving after my workout as usual. Okay guys, so that is my post-workout meal done, and I got into the greenest hoodie I could find, which is this Ghost camo one for Paddy's Day. But anyway, I do have a couple of things I need to show you from Alfleet that are launching this week. The most commonly asked question I get about Alfleet are always about the Revival leggings. So I do have a launch date for those, but it's not till April. We're getting loads of new Revivals in and long sleeve seamless tops, which is really, really exciting because as you can see from most of my workout clips, I absolutely live in long sleeve seamless tops. I just think they're the greatest thing ever. So they do have matching tops coming out with new Revival leggings, and I'll show you those now. But on the 23rd of March, which is this day next week, there are loads of new Alfleet joggers coming out in all different kind of shapes and styles. I have a big box of new things here. Very, very messy, but look, we'll get through them. Okay, so I can't remember the names of the joggers off the top of my head, but I'll put them on the screen when I'm editing these clips. But these are a new style of joggers and I'm absolutely loving them. So as you can see at the end, it almost looks like a pair of leggings when it kind of tapers in. They have this contour going across the glutes, which give a lovely shape. And they're like really tight and just a tidy little pair of joggers. We also have zip pockets, which is great. But yeah, I absolutely love these. I'm 5'3" and I'm wearing a size extra small and they literally fit me perfectly. These are a big yes from me. And I also have two other colours here of these exact joggers. These are definitely my favourite joggers by Alfleet. I really love the way the ends come in like a pair of leggings, but they're like proper joggers on top then with the strings and the zip pockets. So these are a big yes from me. We also have the return of the camo joggers, which I feel are honestly going to be like trying to get gold. So if you're looking to get the camo joggers, guys, make sure you get there early and have the page refreshed on time because these joggers are honestly just really, really popular. They're a little bit thinner than the other joggers I just showed you, and they're like really, really stretchy material. So they have this Alfleet sign across the back. This is the front, so you can't see the strings. They're like tucked in on the inside and they're like super, super soft. I'm going to try on a pair of these for you now. I literally look like an army woman in this outfit. I'm actually feeling it, to be honest. I like this combo. So these are the camo joggers on. As I said, the string is in here. We have the zip pocket as well. And we have the Alfleet sign there at the back. And I just think these are so sick. I absolutely love them and I live in these pants as well. They're just really, really soft and stretchy. As you can see, they're like a little bit of a thinner, stretchier material than the other joggers. So the camo joggers are coming in that kind of dark navy colour. They're also coming in the green camo and there is a grey camo as well, and the grey camo are actually by far my favourite. I wore them already, I wore them yesterday, so they're in the wash right now and I can't show you, but it's basically these exact pants in a lighter kind of grey and black camo and they're probably my favourite. They're just so, so sick. And we also have these two new pair of joggers coming as well. So these are the exact same shape and style as the camo joggers, but they're obviously just a plain print. So I don't think the colour of these is showing up very well on the camera, but they're like a really, really bright mint colour. I'm going to try these ones on for you now so you get an idea of how they look, but I'm really liking these kind of darker purple tones as well coming in the new joggers. I just think that they can kind of be worn at any time of the year and they're also like not too dark but not too bright either. Please excuse the absolute mess in the background of these clips, but they're just the pants that I was showing you. But can we actually deal with the colour of these? Oh my god, they're like so, so bright and summery. So as you can see, they are the exact same style as the camo ones with the strings on the inside. We have our zip pocket and the Alfleet sign back there. These actually could be a favourite as well in the new launch. I don't know. I'm stuck between these ones and the first pair I tried on. Yeah, they are all the joggers launching. As I said, I didn't have the grey camo pair, but I'm pretty sure I showed you all the colours of the other joggers. And as I mentioned, the Revival leggings and new seamless tops will be coming on the 20th of April. So I don't think there's much of a point in bringing you through those like properly now, because I'm probably going to do like a proper Alfleet haul for the leggings and the seamless tops, because you seem to like a more in-depth haul. I can give you a sneak peek at some of the colours that are coming. Like, can ye actually cope? I'm just going to leave it at that for the Revivals, because I think they're a story for a whole other day, but they are coming back, so be ready. So make sure you take it down, guys. Saturday the 23rd, I think it's going to be 10 a.m. CST, it normally is, and I'll leave my link in my Instagram bio, and I'll also have it in the description of this YouTube video, so don't forget to shop through my link if you are picking up bits in the launch. I really, really appreciate it. But anyway, for now, we're going to go to Gary's house for an hour or so, because it's his dad's birthday and we have a couple of things we need to pick up when we're out and about. So I'll catch you in a few. Morning, guys. Please excuse my big messy head of hair. I just didn't feel like doing it today, so I flung it up. So you can probably hear the air fryer in the background. My breakfast is currently on and I have a lash appointment to go to in a minute. But one thing I really wanted to chat to you about was how I'm prepping for Thailand and like fat loss before holidays in general and things like that. So once I have my breakfast, I'm going to sit down and have a chat with you for a few minutes about different tips and tricks I have when it comes to fat loss and getting bikini body ready for your holidays. So breakfast is actually my favourite meal of the day. I just love breakfast. I don't know, I know loads of people that just get up and don't have breakfast, and I just can't get my head around it. Like, I absolutely love breakfast. I jump out of bed in the morning for it, like literally, because I'm always just so hungry in the mornings. And my breakfast on both my training day and rest day meal plans have like eggs and avocado, and I absolutely love eggs and avocado, so I'm really happy about it. So my chicken sausages are in the air fryer now and they're almost done, so I'm going to make a cup of tea now and show you what I'm having. Okay guys, so this is my brekkie. As I said, I absolutely love avocado and eggs, so I have my 2 chicken sausages here as well with a slightly burnt thin. So I like making a little sandwich out of this, and my veg is actually still boiling as well that I'll be having with it. Okay guys, so as you know, I go to Thailand in like less than 5 weeks at this stage, so I just thought I'd sit down and have a little chat with you about getting bikini body ready or getting lean for holidays, because I think it's creeping up to that time of the year where most of us will be prepping for holidays and wanting to look our best. So just before I get into this, let me say that everyone's idea of bikini body ready is different, and we are all different shapes and sizes, and there's no particular body that people should look like in a bikini. We all have our own ideas of beautiful, and the only thing that matters when it comes to looking good in a bikini is your perception of yourself. So it doesn't matter what size or shape you are, once you're happy in your own skin, then that's all that matters. So firstly, as many of you have heard me saying, I'm actually on a lean bulk at the moment, which isn't what I'd advise before you go on holidays, because 99.9% of people want to get leaner before they go away. But for me, I'm actually thinking of competing later this year in September, so my goal isn't actually to get bikini body ready for Thailand, but actually to get bikini body ready for a bikini competition in September. Although I haven't set that in stone yet, but I am sort of working towards it. So firstly, I wouldn't normally recommend going into a lean bulk before you go on holidays. 99% of people want to do a fat loss phase before they go away, so I just wanted to highlight that first, because I actually already did a cut earlier this year to get to a leaner point before starting my bulk, and I am doing this bulk as lean as I possibly can. So I'm still confident that I will be lean in Thailand, but it definitely won't be my priority to be as shredded as possible. I have been on loads of other holidays where I've done fat loss phases just before I go away, so that's why I thought I'd sit down and share my tips with you on that. So my first bit of advice is to always leave yourself enough time. I think there's nothing worse than being like 3 or 4 weeks before you go away and you start to panic because you're not looking how you want to look, and then you do an aggressive cut, you literally starve yourself, and as soon as you get on holidays you start indulging and binging on different foods. I can't give you an exact time frame because it really does depend on the individual and their body composition to begin with. For me, normally I do maybe a 6 to 8 week cut because I sit quite naturally lean year round, whereas people with higher body fat percentages would need a longer time to lose fat to do it in a sustainable manner. So I can't give you an exact time frame. As I said, normally it can be anywhere between like 6 weeks to 16 weeks. It depends really on the person, but just analyze yourself properly, and you need to be realistic with yourself as well, guys. Don't be the person that panics, waits till 3 weeks before they go and then binges when you get there. That is the last thing we want. So if you do it in a sustainable manner where you have enough time, it's often a lot easier to keep it off then and adapt good eating habits, as opposed to just doing it aggressively and putting it back on and having a backlash on you. My next bit of advice is to get a reputable coach. I think the person you choose to coach you is really, really important. You need to pick someone that you trust, someone that you know knows what they're talking about, and someone that can give you genuine good advice throughout your fat loss phase, especially if you're new to fitness and haven't tracked calories before or haven't had a proper routine in place, because a good coach can really steer you in the right direction and can make a massive difference to the results you'll get. Another reason having a coach is a really good idea for a fat loss phase is for accountability reasons. I feel like having someone to check in with every week or every 2 weeks will really keep you on track, because it'll be in the back of your mind that this person is waiting to see how you're doing, and you're going to want to obviously get better as the weeks go on when you have someone else to check in with. Another thing I do before I go on holidays is buy some bikinis and holiday clothes as I'm going along with my fat loss phase. I find putting on bikinis even like once a week before I go away just motivates you, because you know you're going to be on holidays really, really soon. You have all your lovely bikinis and you really just want to give that extra push to look and feel your best before you go away. I always have long-term and short-term goals in mind when it comes to a fat loss phase before holidays. So obviously at the start, your long-term goal would be to look a certain way or feel a certain way by the time you get to your holiday destination. But one thing I find makes it a lot easier is having like weekly goals as well. So I personally don't go off the scales that much, and I'm the same with my clients. I don't tell my clients to just solely depend on what the scales are telling you, because often as women our weight fluctuates naturally with our menstrual cycle, and even myself, I might not lose any weight within a 3-week period on a fat loss phase, but I could still look a lot different to what I did look 3 weeks ago. So that's the first thing anyway. Don't depend too much on the scales when you are trying to set weekly goals, because it can be a little demotivating seeing the numbers if they're not dropping. So instead of setting goals that are just based on your weight, maybe set goals for like your HIIT cardio sessions. That's one thing I do when I'm doing HIIT. Each week I try reach a certain amount of calories in a certain amount of minutes when I'm doing it, and then try increase that as the weeks go on. And it honestly is really, really rewarding when you're beating the goals that you set in your own head each week. You could also set goals for your measurements as the weeks go on instead of going by the scales. Like I have a couple of clients where their weight might not go down, but they've lost like 2 inches off their waist. There's honestly a lot of different kind of weekly goals you could set. Other things that I do myself are like my step goals and my water intake. So I know it's kind of weird, but like I love getting my steps in, and I always set my goals each week. If I didn't reach them one week, I'd aim for a certain amount each week, and that keeps me on track as well. It's just like little things each day to pick you up a little bit and remind you of why you started in the first place. So of course my next bit of advice would be consistent and accurate with what you're doing in your fat loss phase. Once you have a coach and they've given you a plan, you must be consistent and you must be accurate with it, because of course if you're not practicing this each week, you probably won't get the results you're looking for. You need to be aware of what environments put you off track. I found this is a big thing for me when I am on a fat loss phase. I find it really hard to stay on track in certain environments. So if I'm out with my friends and everyone's eating pizza, I would really struggle. Or if I'm at a family event and everyone's having drinks, I'd obviously struggle in these scenarios too. Now that I've recognized what environments put me off track, I'm a lot more able to still go along and just be aware that it could potentially lead to me wanting to go off track, but I'm aware of it before I go there. So you need to recognize these environments and be prepared for them. I'm not saying avoid them completely, because I'm not going to tell you not go to family events or don't go out with your friends. You know, that's just ridiculous, because obviously we want to enjoy this process as well. But you just need to be aware that your cravings are probably going to be higher. You're going to have more of an inkling to go off plan, but that doesn't mean you have to go off plan. And those are little weekly goals you can set for yourself as well, by being in environments where you normally would have went off plan, but actually sticking to plan, coming home and feeling good about yourself at the end of the day and the end of the week. You guys know I always preach about enjoying your diet and enjoying health and fitness in general, and absolutely I really do believe in that, but at the same time there is a certain level of sacrifice that you will have to do, especially in a fat loss phase if it's at the start of your journey. So obviously at the start of my fat loss phase, I went through a lot of struggle, and it's not always as like fun and enjoyable as it comes across on Instagram. Like, fat loss is not something easy, it's a lifestyle change, and you're going to have to do things you don't want to do for a certain amount of time until you get to where you need to be. Once you have changed your lifestyle and you have healthy habits in place, then it becomes a lot more enjoyable. But you need to remember that fat loss is a huge sacrifice for a lot of us. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do, you're going to have to fight your cravings if you want to see results, and this is especially at the start of your journey. After that, trust me, it does become a lot easier once you've gotten to a kind of body composition you're happy with and you want to either lean bulk or else continue cutting. It does become easier. So yeah guys, those are my main tips when it comes to fat loss. It doesn't even have to be just getting bikini body ready. That's kind of for any fat loss phase. I think those tips may help you. If any of you guys are looking for a tailored meal plan and training program, then you can hit the link in the description box to sign up for my coaching, and I will be more than happy to help you out. I'm going to leave this video here because I have to start prepping for London on Wednesday. We have the Alfleet event on Saturday, but we're going Wednesday, and I have lots to do around the apartment, like cleaning and just doing grown-up stuff. So I'm going to wrap up this video here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.